Okay, listen guys, we managed to make like 300 gold in the previous video with a red paladin. You can do it even with a death knight and with a prot warrior as well, but what is with the other classes? What if you have just a fresh tomb boosted on level 70 and we have like this kind of green gear with only 5000 HP and 5000 mana? You can't really run a Bloodfurnace solo because it takes a lot of time, and really the gold amount you make there with this gear isn't really worth to do it. But what if I tell you there is really a easy, chill way you can make tons of money, actually 300 up to 500 gold per hour in this session. Check this out. The best and easiest way to make money with every boosted character is just simple questing. Your boosted character will not have one single quest completed with level 70. That means there are plenty quests out there giving tons of gold and you just have to do them. You have already a flying mount with 150% speed, which makes every single quest way more easier, and the gear that you have on your boosted character is enough to do the quest fast. Quest works like that if you hit level 70. The experience that you would get will transform into bonus gold. And it's not only that, because you get also a lot of items that you don't need that you can sell to the vendor. Or if you are enchanter, and let me say that I spent like 300 gold to boost my enchanting to 275, and that's the skill you need to disenchant level 70 items to have chances to actually make almost the double amount of gold you would make without enchanting. Okay, let me do the math. Like one turn in for a quest gives around like 15 gold, right? So if you just turn in on quest and that gives you like 15 gold, and you have a reward that you can choose, and maybe you're gonna choose one item that you can sell to the vendor for 5 gold, or if you are enchanter you can just simple disenchant it, and maybe you have a chance on 2 greater planar essence which you can sell for 10 gold each. That's like 20 gold again, and 15 plus 20 gold, that's quick math, 35 gold for one quest. That's crazy a lot. That's crazy a lot. And guys, remember, it's not only like the rewards that you get out from the quest, you also have a chance to get green items, blue items, epics throughout the world, right? So because you're questing outdoor. There are also a lot of add-ons that just makes your life easier. Something like Questy. I mean, a lot of you guys know what Questy does, so I'm not going into that specifically. But in my opinion, I think like just Reset Experience is the best add-on that you go for if you want to have a faster experience from level 1 to level 80 actually. And I have this add-on. You can find the link in my info box down below. Reset Experience is just a guide where you have to just follow up the arrow, and this arrow will show you where you have to go, when you have to switch zones maybe, and what quests you have to do in which order. It's just simple like Azeroth Autopilot, but just I think better, okay? And let's see how much gold we actually make. Okay, we are done so far with the questing. We made around like over 200 quests by just turning in the quest, like actually 224 gold by just turning in the quest. We made around like 29 gold by just selling every gray items that we have, and we made around like 74 gold by just the green items that I'm not gonna vendor because I just want to boost up my profession, my enchanting up to 275, because that's the skill that you need to disenchant actually up to level 70 items. And if you're gonna do this, you could probably make like 400 to 500 gold per hour with this run by just questing, nothing more, and I think that's a pretty good income. In total we made around like 327 gold, which is actually more than I did on Bloodfurnace with my red paladin, but I think this one is just more for every class. Like you don't really need gear for that. You just have your normal flying mount, yeah, like your rare flying mount, which is like 150 speed, and that's completely enough. And yeah, well, like I said, if you are enchanter, you can probably make around like 500 gold per hour if you just do the questing zones. Let's talk a little bit about enchanting, right? So items that have a higher item level will of course give you a higher chance to get greater planar essence. That's the reason why I start questing in Netherstorm, so I can switch after that to Shadowmoon Valley to have like the highest income for the start. All right, so probably items that you can get in Hellfire Peninsula, for example, I think they have a greater chance to give you just arcane dust, which is not really worth the money to put it in the auction house. So just vendor the items if you're on Hellfire Peninsula and started questing there. Just vendor the items because you can make more gold with that instead of getting arcane dust, something like that. And if you go into zones something like Nagran, Blood Edge Mountain, Netherstorm, Shadowmoon Valley, then start to disenchant your items because you have a higher chance to get actually greater planar essence. There are so many ways to actually make gold, especially in the pre-patch, but then when Wrath of the Lich King comes out, you can make tons of gold. If you don't want to miss this, maybe you should consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video to help me grow, guys. And if you want to know how you can make gold in Bloodfurnace with your red paladin, with your death knight, or even with your prot warrior, you should watch the video in my end card.